Welcome to Football Friday, where we discuss NFL news every single week on every single Friday. Now let's unwrap this week. First, this is my webcam, so hopefully it doesn't look super shitty, but we're going to continue. The big camera, its battery is dead. All of them. It's a great time. Anyways, so the first NFL news we're going to talk about this week is that the Washington Commanders' vote to actually sell the team will go ahead and take place on July 20th. Now that's when the owners will get together. 3/4 of them need to go ahead and approve the sale. If the sale does go through, it's going to be for $6.05 billion. Billion. We're talking about the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders. I mean, the football team. Whatever they're fucking called. That team, the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league, is going for $6.05 billion. Ridiculous. Now, I want to see if they're actually going to rebrand it or if they're going to keep it with the Commanders. I really wanted the Red Wolves when they were choosing some names because it would be super dope if you're in the middle of the game and your team is going down and they just start fucking howling like wolves. Just, wah! Okay, that wasn't a wolf. But you see my point. Like, imagine whatever FedEx Field holds, like 30,000 people just howling. I'm just saying, Red Wolves would be amazing. Let's continue on, though. We're going to try to make this quick. We're going to talk about Rodgers. He was on stage, and he was talking about the legalization of psychedelics. Now, if you know Aaron Rodgers, that's nothing super special about him. And I'm not really going to get into the whole entire discussion if it's right or if it's wrong here. I actually made a whole video about it. And go ahead and check it out. I'll put it up here or there or wherever it is. Have a fun time. This is the most important news of the day. The freaking Lions got new helmets. Well, new helmets for 2 games of the season, but it's with the old logo. The logo from 1946 to 1969. Nice. And, like, it looks pretty dope. I'm a big fan. It's the ugliest logo in the world, but because it's so old, it's kind of freaking cool. It's a skinny lion, but they're going to come after some kneecaps, this year. I have high hopes, as a Green Bay fan, that the Lions are actually going to do not terrible this year. Fingers crossed, though. Okay, let's talk about Tyreek Hill. Not for anything good, but he apparently, allegedly, slapped a marina employee. And so, basically, there's going to be video evidence coming out, hopefully soon. But it's essentially him and his friends were trying to get on a boat. The marina employee was like, hey, you're not allowed to get on that boat. And he said, I am number 10 on the Dolphins. I can buy you. I can buy this boat. And he slapped him on the back of the head. Again, this is all alleged. We'll see what happens. At this time, there are no charges being pressed. So the guy might just be like, fuck it. I'm not going to get into this whole ordeal about a baby little slap. But yeah, if it's true, fuck Tyreek Hill for being a fucking nuisance. If it's not true, it's probably true. Again, allegedly. All right, let's get into some free agents. Again, we're not going to talk too much about it because there's a lot of free agents out there, but the big name, Sony Michel, just re-signed with the Rams on a 1-year contract. The details of the deal haven't been announced yet, so might bring that up next week, might not bring it up. Anyways, just pay attention if you're a Rams fan. But Sony Michel coming back, that's pretty sweet. He last was there a couple years ago when they won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, that's pretty sweet. You guys got him and Akers now. Next up is Dalvin Cook. He is really honing in down there on the Dolphins or the Jets. We'll see where he signs, but Dolphins or Jets, probably the closest teams for him. Talking about the AFC East, DeAndre Hopkins is looking like he might sign with the Patriots. I don't think that's a really good deal for him. Like, are you trying to make money? Sure. But if you're trying to win, Patriots are not the fucking look. Like, I don't care if the Patriots won so many fucking Super Bowls in the last couple decades. They're not winning anymore. I'm sorry. Not happening. That's a dumb idea, DeAndre Hopkins. He also has a deal coming in from the Titans, which I would rather him sign with the Titans than with the freaking Lions. Or not the Lions, goddamn, the Patriots. But, not my decision, his decision, and we'll just see next week, hopefully. But yeah, if the AFC East gets both DeAndre Hopkins and Dalvin Cook, that'd be crazy. Also making the AFC stronger again. We did get Sony Michel coming back to the NFC, but the AFC is loaded. It's wild over there. Last thing, I always got to put in a little bit of Green Bay news, but it's more about the Jets. So the Jets safety, Chuck Clark, just torn his ACL. And so they are replacing him with Adrian Amos at safety, which is a former Bears, but more importantly, a former Packers. And so we're really sitting here and talking about the New York Packers, right? Not too many players are coming over, but right, you have Aaron Rodgers, the most important player position of the team, quarterback. He just came from Green Bay, right? You also have Alan Lazard, a wide receiver. You also have Randall Cobb, another wide receiver. Now you have Adrian Amos, the safety, and of course we have Nathaniel Hackett over there in the Jets. So it really truly is becoming the New York Packers. Now, that's probably a good thing. Not for Green Bay, but for them. I'm happy that they might have a season that they actually win and do good. So that's cool. I really am pulling for them. I don't think Green Bay's going to the Super Bowl, so if the Jets win, that'd be pretty sweet. Just to see Aaron Rodgers get another ring. But continuing on, that is the end for the NFL news. But if you want to stick around and watch our QB tier list, we're going into the second to last part of it. Next week, we're going to finish out the QB list, and you'll see everybody there. But, yeah, have a good day, and continue on with this tier list. All right, everybody, here is the tier list so far. We have the Living Legends, God tier, Superstar tier, Strong Starter tier, Bridge tier, Mystery Men, and as always, Mystery Men's already done, so we're just focusing on these tiers here. And we're going to go ahead and do this week's 5, which starts out with Justin Herbert, which we're not going to lollygag. We're putting this motherfucker down to Strong Starter. I haven't seen too much of him to put him up to Superstar. He had a really good rookie season. He had a change of head coaches a couple years ago, so you can't be a superstar. I'm sorry. Maybe one day. Just not right now. You haven't really shown fucking enough. Not like these other guys. So you're a strong starter. You're definitely not a bridge. And I have high hopes. But Phillip Rivers was a strong starter for his whole entire career and didn't go to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, good luck. Moving on to Derek Carr. He is down in the Saints. And I don't care what the fuck you say. This man's a strong starter. And I feel like if he actually was on a great team, then he would have become a superstar. At this point, he is definitely still a strong starter, though. So he stays over here in the strong starter category. And I really want to see how he does in New Orleans. And his head coach down there was his head coach while he was a rookie at the Raiders. So maybe he'll have some of that rookie charm again. We'll never know. Matthew fucking Stafford. Now, let's not talk about last year. He got injured. But this man's a superstar, and I will fight you over it. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, but he was a boss in fucking Detroit, and he continued that way. The first year out of Detroit, he won a Super Bowl. Like, yes, there was Sean McVay, and yes, that team was amazing, but Matt Stafford doesn't get the praise that he should. He's definitely a strong starter, but he has superstar talent, and you should start putting respect behind his fucking name. I'm just saying. Moving down to Baker Mayfield, which is the epitome of the bridge quarterback. He is going to be starting for Tampa Bay. Again, he's not that great. He's not that bad. What is this, his fourth team? This is ridiculous. I thought he should have stayed Browns QB. I think they did him not good justice up there. Then they traded him down to the Panthers, which the Panthers were kind of a mess. And then got traded over to the Rams and won a game after having like no time on the team whatsoever. So the man can play. He's definitely not a strong starter. He potentially could be, but right now, especially in Tampa Bay, he is the definition of bridge quarterback. And now we move to Ryan Tannehill. Now this man, he started out being, in my mind, a bridge quarterback, right? He started out and then he became a starter in Tennessee. And I never saw it coming. And I'm not saying he's a superstar by any means, but he can win you games. He can take you to like the AFC like number 1 seed a few years ago. Now again, that was usually like mostly on the back of Derrick Henry. But the man, he can play. Like if I got Kyler Murray on here and Justin Fields, I gotta have Tannehill up here. Now, how they're treating him is definitely a bridge, and I don't really like that. I did see some news that Malik Willis is doing some good stuff in camp. So who knows if Tannehill will actually win the quarterback competition? They might just say, screw it, we're gonna hand it to Willis because he's young and see if he's got it, and you can be like one of the best backups in the game. But to me, to me, who's making this goddamn list, he's a strong starter. Hands fucking down. So next week we'll get into these bottom 5, the last 5 of the quarterback, and we'll do some fancy stuff then, and then we'll get into some other lists going forward. Some wide receivers, some running backs, maybe whole teams, coaches, a lot of stuff's coming up. So anyways, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and toodaloo, love ya.